Has Barack Obama this morning, he released his long form birth certificate. We want to know if he has created one of the biggest frauds in American history by actually releasing this document in a hurry. We're actually going to prove that this document is a fake, it's a forge, and it was sloppily done by somebody using just basic Illustrator. And what we're going to be doing here is, anybody who's ever seen Illustrator, is that we're going to be actually using Illustrator to peel off the layers, which are digital layers that have been put on this particular document. And so...
May I add, they released it as a PDF document, but if you have Illustrator and if you open it up, you can see they haven't finalized the image. They didn't merge them together. So it's all one... It's not all one piece that it should have been. It's all separate, and I can easily see all the groupings of layers, and I can easily see what has been put into it by just turning off and turning on the layers.
Okay, so if you don't mind, let's go ahead and start peeling off the layers like it's an onion.
So like right here, there's just like all this information missing, and that's what we believe was digitally added to this.
So right here, you can obviously tell that everything here is original. None of this stuff here is digitally done. This is all originally. This is an actual pen signature of a doctor. But everything that you see on the outside that we've taken, all we've done is we've used the Adobe Illustrator to subtract everything digital. So right here on the name, so the D is original, but as you can tell, this right here is just somebody taking a
tablet and just writing on their computer to finish it off to make it whoever's signature that would be. Because look how fat the stroke is compared to that. That's a complete digitized addition to this thing. And also they said this is a one complete form.
Yes.
Right? And you can see that's not by like, there's this like scan image on top of this pattern image with text on the bottom.
Can you point to what you're talking about as far as showing the where the scans are?
See, this is like, it's a curved page. You know, like there's leftovers or something over there and over there.
So while the White House, can you scan all the way back out? The White House wants everybody to believe this is the original long form certificate. That's why they have the dates down here, the signatures down here. But when you get it up closer, you can tell that this part right here is actually scanned. This part right here is something completely different, and they just put it on top of each other. So once we took away that particular layer, this is what they originally started working with. And then to make it look like an original birth certificate, they just added everything else on top of it. Can you go down to the date? This is a pretty important part. As far as the date is concerned, take a look at the way this is done. The original, I hope you can see it with the camera, but the original is 1, 9, and a 1, and it's at a slight angle. Now, to keep with the slight angle, whoever recreated this document tried to do the same thing. They wanted to keep it at an angle. But what they did was they erased the date, D-A-T-E-A, put August, A-U-G, the 8th, and this part right here is original, this part right here is just a layer. So all we did was erase what somebody digitally put on here. All right? And you can tell from the background, go ahead and erase it. And you can tell that right through here, it doesn't have the same markings, the same colors. But go ahead.
And it's a different shade too. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yes, it is a completely different shade. Go ahead and show a couple of the other obvious things.
And yeah, you can see there's like leftover handwritten stuff from another document. Actually, I don't believe this is a birth certificate document that they, started with. I think they had this background with the same texture and just, erased stuff. And, added all this and, did the ghosting to make it look like it's all throughout. So it wouldn't be weird that there's white spots here, because there'll be white spots throughout the whole image.
Yep, and take a look at the island, for instance. This is one of the things that we notice. If you notice that up under the O, there's a green shading through here. Whoever did this document put a little bit of green shading here. It's a little bit there, and then up under the U, you see the green. But look up under the H. There's absolutely nothing up under there. If this was one entire document that was made without having a digital recreation, it would have the background patterns as far as the paper is concerned.
And right here, like, this is not even the same font nor the same size. For the PM, for the time, it's like a typewriter. You know, you could say, like, you can tell this is two completely different documents. Or several. It's actually several because you have the handwritten stuff, like markings left over.
So basically what they did was they layered things on top of each other. And you see, like, if you get up here to, like, counting, for instance, it's something I just saw just a moment ago. Like, notice right behind here, there's no green back here. Now, this is indicating that this was, see, there's no green. It's showing that there's no background paper to it, which is showing that it's completely digital. And show them how they added some stuff to the side of the paper.
Like, yeah, you can see there's like some markings or whatever. And this is completely cut off right there.
You see how it's a little bit different through here? Now watch as we take off what's digital.
I don't know which layer that was. There's like
There's so many layers on here.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
So when we erase that layer, see what we're doing is we're just erasing the layers that were digitally put on there. See, that was even added to it. It's just sloppily done document. Very, very sloppy. We're not birthers. We're not anybody else. We're tech people who notice that this document is fake. It's a fraud.